Howdy all, welcome to part 8 of my playthrough of Conan Exiles Enhanced. In this episode, or this video, I need to get up to level 32. I'm 31 right now. A little bit over, not quite 2/3 of the way to level 32. The reason I need to get there is I don't have enough points. I only have 8 points, knowledge points, to be able to learn the Master Tanner so that I can upgrade my Tanner's station like all of the other stations I've upgraded to an improved blacksmith bench, the armor's bench, like I said I would at the end of last episode. Carpenter, and alchemists. So to do that, I need to go fight things, obviously. I could get Montagai and we could run around and, attack shellbacks and whatever. But what I'm going to do in my not actual armor that I'm really wearing armor, go ahead and show that. So the game has an illusion system where it's a transmog. You can make armors or weapons look like other armor or weapons. So I have all of my gear here transmogged into, let's see, I guess I have to go over here to find it, into this Stygian stuff. So the Tacit is a Shendit, and the top is, I can't remember if it's a Stygian vest or a Derketo Dancer blouse. They're identical. It doesn't really matter which one it is. And then these Derketo Dancer anklets and bracelets for boots and gloves, and the Zamorian Dancer headdress, which is basically just earrings, for the helmet. One of the mods I have, and I haven't been able to figure out which one it is, basically doesn't allow me to do that with thralls. So Montagai here, I haven't done any changes to Montagai's armor, but I did for Luba, and I put Luba back in, because I'm hiding the helmet, that's why. If I unclick that, yeah, that's a mod, I think it's Fashionist, where you can hide things. So I put Luba's armor, which you can see has been modified with dancer outfits. But if I take that and put that on Luba, it should be exactly the same thing. It should look like exactly the same thing she was just wearing, but it doesn't work. So I got to figure out which one that is. Put that armor back over there. All right. I am going to grab some purple lotus potions. And do I have anything that's going to help me fight better? That's follower damage. Carrying capacity. Strength weapon damage? I think that would apply to me. Go ahead and try. Use it. And yeah, I got a strength weapon damage. So that'll help. Since I have Potion Maker, I just don't have any material to make any decent potion. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go after some of those skeletons over there outside Clail's stronghold at some point. But that's not what I'm doing right now. What I'm going to do in this episode is I'm going to try to find one of the new NPC fighters that was added with the enhanced version of the game. And that is a fighter called Tephra. Tephra will spawn, if she spawns, up here in Mech Camosa Spire, which I haven't discovered yet. And so to get there, I'm going to need to ride all the way through here. I'll stop at Muriel's Hope to learn some stuff, and then ride through here. I'll probably stop at the roads here to learn the Imperial Way and the Slaver's Road, and then down here and up to the Spire. If she's there, I won't be able to bring Mandagai back with me. So, and it's not like, actually, that's not true. If she's there, I will knock her out. I could put her on my horse, because I'm going to have to convert her. I can bring Mandagai with me. But since I've eaten some food, if I try to then eat... Yeah, I think if I try to eat the Hearty Feast for the follower's damage, it's going to replace my damage. I hate burning one of those, but it's going to be better to have Mandagai with the follower damage than to have me with extra damage. And that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted to do was... Oh, I don't have really any food on me. Or not much to speak of. I guess I'm going to have to go with some cooked exquisite meat. How is Mandagai? Oh, pretty low. All right, let's load up Mandagai. Let's see. My water skin is all filled. I think I'll take a second one, which would be one of these. Apparently not that one. Yeah, it's this box. Why am I not seeing it? That was weird. That one's already full as well. All right. Just because it gets pretty dry out there, I'm at 100% on both. Oh, because I ate a feast. That's why. All right. And I think we'll take horse. And you know what? I'm not going to make you watch me ride all the way out there. Get back into the sun. There we go. So I am going to cut it here. Very quick intro. And I will meet you when we are at Muriel's Hope. I will be fighting pretty much everything along here. Maybe some of the skeletons down at the base here. There are rock noses along here. Don't go into here. Rock slide, the most difficult 3-skull boss in the entire game, is right there. And then there will be like scorpions and snakes and things all the way until we get out here. There is a 3-skull rhino boss here, right here actually, and we are not going to go near that. But I will see you in a little bit. Welcome back. I figured I'd bring you back a little bit before we got to Muriel's Hope so that you could see that's the guy you want to avoid. That's Rock Slide. Just to give you a kind of a sense of how big he is, we're here in Sandscour Pass. There's a trail that goes over to where he's standing, and he's half the height of the cliff next to him. That's a big boy, and he is very tough. I can say that I have never taken him on in any playthrough of this game that I've done. I've never had a character or a follower fighter that I felt comfortable enough that I thought that was something that would be doable. I did tick over to level 32 already. So that part of it's already done. I killed a bunch of rock noses. In Sandscour Pass, when you're coming in from the west, you get regular rock noses, and then eventually you will find some coal rock noses. I didn't bother harvesting anything off the regular ones because you just get rock off rock nose, which makes sense. But you do get coal off of the coal rock noses, so I did harvest them. Nothing? I really don't like snakes, but I mean, I don't really need to fight anything now that I think about it. Ah! I hate mistiming that. Now I'm poisoned. It'll wear off soon, but still. It's annoying. There we go. No, I guess I do have to... No, I guess I can run up here. All right. Muriel's Hope. Muriel is a priestess of Mitra, building this big statue of Mitra. Not that I'm going to attract any aggro, but let's put that weapon away. Muriella's Hope. Muriella the artisan.
Blessings of Mitra upon you, pilgrim. Are you come to this land to seek atonement for the sins of your past life?
God, no.
Perhaps not.
Let's see. Okay, there's a couple of things you can learn here. There's a book right here, which is, you can learn the emote score. Apparently, that's very important. And then you need to climb all the way up to the top of the scaffolding here. And there is, you know, I think that might be my very first bit of cooking knowledge. Can I leap past them without falling to my death? Yes. I don't think I could have put either of them on stand guard because we're in, like, Muriella's Hope area. All right, so now I'm going to ride through there, learn some stuff, and then ride up to Mekkamosa Spire. Oh, you know what? Before I just cut it out here, let's go ahead and kill a really big snake. And apparently something else. Oh, crocagator. All right, what are we going to harvest croc with? That's essentially the same as harvesting with a pick. Even though the pickaxe is supposed to give you everything that you can harvest off something. Not quite really. All right. I do not want to get bit by this guy. Let's get close enough where we can say... Not close enough yet. Really? There we go. All right. Mandagai, get some aggro. There we go. Oh. Look at you spawning a little baby cobra. 2 of them even. I don't really need the poison because I don't use poison at all, but... Alright, since I'm right here, instead of cutting out at this point, I'm just going to mount up, ride on over. I think there's some rock noses along here, maybe, if I recall. Something's on me. What's on me? Oh, there's a snake on Mandagai. Well, you've already heard my opinion of snakes, so. All right, we're going to go down that defile right over there. But before we do, we are going to learn the Imperial Highway. And then ride right over here. And get the knowledge of the Slaver's Road. Or the Slave Road. I could probably cut down there. But I do know that this particular canyon, arroyo, defile, this cut in the landscape will take me right down to the river where I want to be. Oh, right, there are spiders. Which means, ideally, there's ichor. Well, dead spider rolling all the way down to the river, practically. Yeah, there is ichor. You know what? Let's go ahead and get rid of the chitin, and let's go ahead and put... That's... There we go. Put some stuff... Ooh! I don't have any vines for my horse to eat. And it doesn't even show that horse likes to eat... Oh, desert berries. All right. Bark is better. All right, let's give you something to eat here, horsey. My bad. And let's go ahead and put some more stuff on the horse. Take some weight off here. It doesn't say... Oh, it is. Highland berries, vines. Oh, desert berries are better as far as recovering health than bark. All right, let's get some desert berries when we get down to the river. But there's going to be more spiders, I believe. Or not. All right, get some drink. Is that desert berries? Yes. There we go. All right, horse, we'll get you taken care of here. You know what? Since we're here, I know this is not part of my mission. There we go. Let's take the bark back off you. Oh, I do have some vines on me for some reason. I know it's not part of my stated mission, but let's go get the knowledge of Weaver's Hollow, maybe? What the heck is the name of this spider spot? Oh, again, bad timing. All right, now there's another one. I can hear it. Where'd you go? Are you in the bushes? There you are. You are in the bushes. Oh, there's two of you. Alright, that's going to be a pain in the butt to... You know what? Do I have just a regular pick on me? I do. Yeah, Weaver's Hollow. Okay. Alright. Let's get some goodies off of these folks. I said... No? Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. All right, horse. Let's ride down the river. So we can get up there to Mech Camosa's Spire. Lots of good stuff along here. Lots of coal. Get further up. Oh. Let's kill us some ooh, big crocagator. Hardly any damage. Nice. Alright, hopefully we'll get some demon blood, some other good stuff. Since I've got the tool out, let's just go ahead and whack that guy too. Anything... demon blood has some weight. Chitin we get rid of. Actually, you can't eat plants, so I can put the plants up there and it won't screw up your food. So we're going to go up there. That's how you get up to Mech Camosa Spire. In there is one of the Three Skull Croc bosses. We will not be visiting him today. However, if I get Tephra and get a few levels on her, we might just come back. All right, let's see. I'm just going to ignore him. All right, so we cut over here. And then into this split. And then hit this split. I'm not going to be able to drag. I didn't bring Harumph. I'm not going to be able to drag Tephra back, I don't think. All right. You're following me, so I can craft off of you. I am going to make 2, 3, 4. 4 backup cheap-ass fiber bindings in case this leather one doesn't make it back. I didn't bring any iron bars, so I can't make a Wheel of Pain out here, which is what I should have thought of doing. This is going to be a challenge if Tephra is here. So I believe I saw in some video that Tephra can spawn... That's definitely not Tephra. On pretty much any of these platforms around here. Well, let's talk to Mech while we're here.
Greetings, Exile.
Yes, that is just ahead.
We'll meet again. I have foreseen it.
That is definitely not Tephra. Also not. And not. Alright, well, let's learn golem construction.
Greetings, Wanderer. I suspect an interesting and winding road has brought you to me. I am a sculptor. My current medium is blood crystals. Should you bring me some, I am happy to barter my skills.
Alright, there's nobody up there. There's nobody up here, because that's where you get to a dungeon. Nothing. Well, we rode all the way out here. How far away do I have to go to get this to reset? I think I have to be out of this zone. which would mean the easiest way for me to do that, if I go into the savannah and harvest some thick hide off some rhinos, let's give that a try. Let's see if this is far enough away so that the NPCs will completely respawn. So normally I would go through there and back out to the river. Now I'm going down here. I am going to want my skinning knife. See if we get attacked by tigers before we get out here to where the rhinos are. You know, I haven't been out here since they redid it. None of my characters since Enhanced was launched have been out here. So, all right, I hear you. Are you going to go after a rhino that's over there, or are you coming after me? Yeah, it's usually what happens. They get excited, but there's a rhino close enough that they wind up going after a rhino. All right. Oh. All right. Uh-oh. We got a couple of them on us. Oh, that was a little bit of excitement. Let's see. Oop, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Where'd Tiger go? Did you disappear into the ground? Oh man, I really wish they would fix that. I mean, not that I'm desperate for feline pelt, but it's kind of annoying going through all the effort of taking out an enemy and then not being able to do anything with it. Let's see. Let's go harvest the one that the tiger killed. Let's not... yeah, let's go ahead and take out this one too. Even if it does have a little baby there. Makes me feel bad. All right, let's get one more, and we'll go back and see if Mechcamosa Spire has reset. While I'm right here, go ahead and get something to drink. Nope, wrong button. There we go. So that has been happening a little bit more regularly lately than not. Where I get that glitch, that video glitch where everything drops down to like basically single frames. And then it's right back up to a good strong 90 plus pretty much all the time. Definitely weird. Okay. I'm trying to remember how I got up. I think it's right over here. Of course, I'm not sure I can tell whether or not it's reset because there's no real defining characteristics of any of these Conan Exiles. They're all going to kind of look the same. Unless Tephra shows up. I don't think I saw that she would ever appear down here. I'm pretty sure it's always up on the platforms. So unless she shows up suddenly, these could all exactly be the same, and I might not ever know. Tephra! Look at that. All right. Time for a challenge here, folks. Can I get Tephra back to the base? I've got 5 purple lotus orbs. How tough is her consciousness level? I'm guessing this is going to be 3 orbs, which isn't too bad. I should be able to do it. And now, folks, this is terribly boring. You're just going to stand here and watch a purple mist last for at least a minute for 3 times, I'm guessing. And since ooh, that was quick. This might be a 4 orb. Probably everybody else is too close for me to use a truncheon. So I'm not going to go that route, that's for sure. Even though I do have the truncheon. Yeah, I'm definitely going to ride the horse, and just to make sure that you see that I'm not just going to like go into admin mode and teleport over there. I'm going to ride all the way back on video. Is she going to be a 5 orb? No, I think 4 will do it. I mean, I do have the 5th one just in case, but looks like I'm not going to need it. There we go. All right, we've got Tephra. Now let's get the heck out of here, somewhere where I can mount up on my horse. I'm not doing it right here just because, you know, navigating these canyons, trying to steer a horse is a pain in the butt. Apparently so is remembering to conserve your stamina. Just advice, don't go into that hole. Big crocagator. But apparently do go over here. There we go. All right, let's get down to the river. All right, horse. All right, we're going to have to try to avoid anything that's going to try to attack us. You know what? I might make it. Just looking at how much I've lost of the leather binding so far, it's not much. All right. Sorry, spider. I know you want to attack us. I have other things. Actually, I do want to go right up here, don't I? Alright. Let's get some health before I have to go buy all those snaky things. I mean, not health, stamina on my horse. So I can run by all the snaky things and the scorpion things. Yeah, I think Big Snake is on us. That's fine. Now, that tallest crooked rock outcropping there, what the heck got me? And where's Mendigai? That is a climbable feature that, if you climb it, becomes part of a quest. That you can ultimately get, like, climbing gear. There's Mendigai. All right. Still more than 70, or about 75% on my bindings. Yeah, we'll make this. There's all the coal rock noses. They've respawned. Sorry, guys. Love to get your coal, but I got other things going on. Same with you. Regular rock nose. Not interested. Are we clear? Can I get something to eat? There. All right. More than 2/3 still on the bindings. Base is not that far away. Clail's Stronghold will be coming down here in another video, or maybe in between videos, so I can get some of the material I might be able to use to make potions to enhance Tephra. I hate to kick Mendigai to the curb, but Tephra's a very impressive fighter. Not super tanky. There's another new one that they added, Zangil of Shem, who is can appear at one of various points out around the unnamed city. And that is someone who starts with more than 3,000 health. Why aren't you moving? No room. Oh. I had Honora Steelfingers on there. Which apparently is very heavy. Alright, well, let's get Honora on a station. Honora Steelfingers is a smith, right? There's another thing about one of those mods, is that when you move somebody around, their clothes disappear. Tempersmith. So what kind of smith do I currently have on there? an edge smith. All right, I think we'll just put you right there on the tinkerer's bench. Okay, let's dump some of this stuff off here. Actually, you know what? Go ahead and learn Master Tanner. All right, we're going to have you over here. Horse, you've got a bunch of stuff on you, don't you? Yeah, even still, I'm going to just put you right outside here. Because I want to make my new improved Tanner's bench. All right. I think I should have everything for it. Smithing, improved tannery. Let's try that. All right. Now, let's get way overloaded. Let's see. Sort by type. Let's put all this back in there. Anything else I have on me that should go in there? I don't think so. Inigo. And let's get rid of the old one, which gave me, I believe, wood. Yeah, and stone. Oh, right here. There we go. Oh, Tephra's done. Look at that. All right. Unfortunately, Tephra, having been converted like this, is not going to wind up, I don't think, with her cool-looking armor. Yeah, just regular rags. All right. Starting out at 26 health. We have an agility of 12, strength of 0, vitality of 5, and grit of 3. None of the growth chances are particularly impressive except grit. But nobody else is following me, right? Am I in? I am in admin mode, so let's find out. I thought it was in admin mode. Oh, because she's not following me. Durr. 1.56 for melee damage. If I backspace, that's going to get rid of the whole thing, isn't it? Nope. .16 for ranged, which is great, except I don't ever use a ranged fighter. They're great for base defense, you know, against purges and so on, but you know, not if you're out in the landscape. But still, 1.56 is nothing to sneeze at. Let's see, I guess we'll just put you right here for the time being. So, for example, Mandagai is 1.54 in ranged, and I think exactly the same in melee. Yeah. So Tephra is slightly better as far as a damage modifier in melee, and way, way better in range. But again, at level 7, Mandagai is only up to 1700 health. And I believe Tephra can get well over 3000 by the time she's at cap level. Anyway, so that was very successful. That worked out really well. I'm very glad that that happened, and thank you for joining me. If you like this particular video, do please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you have any comments about this video or any questions on anything we did here, please do put them in the comment section below. Or if you have any questions or comments about anything we do at Nerd Caliber. If you are not a subscriber and you do like what we do, please consider being a subscriber and maybe clicking on the notification bell icon so you get notified of when our new videos go up every week or multiple times a week for these playthroughs. So with all of that being said, do please stay safe, be well, and bye-bye.